We've come together this afternoon in the presence of God to witness the marriage of Paul and Jessica. Paul Liam, will you take Jessica Lee to be your wife? Will you love her, comfort her, honour and protect her, and forsake all others, be faithful to her, as long as you both shall live? Jessica Lee, will you take Paul Liam to be your husband? Will you love him, comfort him, honour and protect him, and forsaking all others, be faithful to him, as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Paul and Jessica have given their consent and made their marriage vows to each other. They have declared their marriage by the joining of hands and by giving and receiving of rings. I therefore proclaim that they are husband and wife. I do leave. I baptize you in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. We have to go away. I just looked at that. Good girl.
And then stand back.
It's one of your brother's turn. Who's next? This one?
Yep, just.
Isaac. Just put your hand, just right over there, that's it. Isaac, Patrick, I baptize you in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Get that white, Isaac. Stand back.
Joshua, you like it?
Yeah.
Joshua and Terence, I baptize you in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. That's it. Brilliant.
your bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Kenny.
The honest truth is that I do see Jess as more of a sister than my best friend, and I'm really lucky to be able to say that. I don't really remember the first time I met Kenny, but that is just purely because it feels like he's been a part of my life since I've known Jess. He's the only boyfriend I've ever liked, so it's worked out rather well that you're marrying her. I would just like to say thank you for making my best friend the happiest I've ever seen, and for that I'm eternally grateful, so thank you, Kenny. I also want to thank them both for making me a big part of their wedding, and it's a day I'll never forget. I'm so happy for them both, and I hope this is everything that they wish for and more. So this is going to be a really hard bit for me, and probably Jess and her mum as well. So occasions like this, as fantastic as they are, always provoke thoughts of those who can't be here. I'd first like to say I wish it wasn't me standing here doing this speech. And that's not because I don't like public speaking, but because it should be Jess's dad, Terry, standing here. I can just imagine his speech being filled with full Monty lines, and he may have even squeezed a game of bingo in with the whole wedding party at some point. He was a lovely man, and he always had my back. Like the time I'd had far too much to drink, and he'd come to my rescue with 2 loaves of bread and a 4-pack of Mars bars. Jess, he'd be really proud of you, and I hope I do him justice giving this speech for him. I'd also like to mention Jess's nan Mavis and Kenny's sister Nina. I wish all the missing family and friends could have been here to share this amazing day. But if you could all raise a glass to those who we all love and miss dearly, to those dearly missed. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you everybody who's come. It means a lot. And I want to start by blaming Spud to start off with, because it's his fault that me and Jess are together in the first place, sending out random messages to women. Cheers, mate. Thanks a lot. But yeah, I just want to say thank you everybody who's come and everybody who's helped out. It's just been amazing. And you, Joshy. And support I've been getting off everybody as well, and everybody just give me a boost for everything that's been going on as well. And especially Emma, with everything that she's done today and making this look like this and making Jess look like that. And so I've got some up for Emma down here. Come here, Emma. That's it, look at That's it, just smash the place up, mate. And as well, my best man Ryan, one of my best mates, grown up together, thick and thin, stupider, as we go older. Got some for you as well, there you go, mate. No worries. But yeah, I'm just going to finish on. Been really quick, can't even make a speech, I'm just blagging it. But yeah, I just want to say thank you, everybody who's here now, and I'll tell everybody later when they get here that thanks for coming. And I'll pass it on to the Ryan. Thank you very much.
Good evening. For those who don't know me, I'm Ryan, and I'm going to be best man. I am best man. Ever since I've been asked to be best man, I've been asking friends and family for some advice on what could be consumed as being acceptable and what order I can do my speech in. And all I kept getting were typical best man cliches and one-liners, which I'm not going to use today because I want to keep away from them. But there was one good bit of advice that I did get, and that was never let your best man speech take as long as it takes a bride and groom to make love. So, on that note, no, seriously, I'd like to say how simply stunning Jess looks today. I don't think nobody can deny that. Opposed to Paul, who just looks simply stunned. I've known Paul for over 20 years. We've lived together, worked together for a short time, countless nights out. So when I was writing this speech, I had to try and get a few stories what were appropriate for today. so it were hard. So I'll take you back to when I first met Paul. We were about 13 years old, and I just walked into Unwell, and Miss Wilkinson, who made these biscuits, by the way, took us into this class and sat me next to this lad I didn't know. He was a nice lad. He put me at ease straight away. He was interesting, really savvy, immediately just made me feel comfy. And then I turned to my left, and that's when I saw Paul. No, even at school, me and Paul, we were on the same wavelength. I mean, when all the lads were picking sports in PE, like football, cricket, basketball, that sort of stuff, me and Paul decided to do trampolining.
Yes! I mean, ever did at school, that?
Yeah, no, of course we were. I mean, we thought in his young minds what that might help us with, you know, the girls, because that's what all girls did. Didn't work out that well. In fact, I think it had a negative effect on the social stature in that respect. Nevertheless, we had fun, didn't we, mate? And we had a laugh. I'm shaking now. I remember one night. I remember one night out we had. We're in his late teens, and we ended up at my mum's in a drunken state. We found some old rollerblades, what we had, and Paul, in all his wisdom, decided, let's go to the top of the hill and, you know, put them on and throw us down the hill and try and clear my mum's fence. It didn't quite work out very well, and it was an interesting conversation the next morning when I had to tell my mum why your fence was hanging off. Nevertheless, I mean, you've got to bear in mind this was 17 years ago, and Jackass were all the rage, and if they could do it, then why couldn't we? Paul's always had a gift at gab. He's always been good at debating, always had strong opinions, and he's never been scared to open his mouth when it needs to be opened. I mean, he could say what a thinking man, but we'll leave that alone. Nevertheless, after all Paul's good points, there's been just one little thing what gets on me wick, if I'm honest. And that's the annoying amount of time it takes him to eat a meal. All those who have shared a meal with Paul will probably, you know, have seen it just makes your teeth itch. It takes a very long time for him to eat a meal. Which is ironic because 95% of meals I've had with Paul have been in a fast food restaurant. But no, on a serious note, I'd just like to say, before I wrap it up, no one's perfect, not at all, and I think constructive criticism should be good and considered a positive and not a negative. In every aspect of his life, be it parenting, work or marriage. There's always room for improvement, and it doesn't have to be a big thing, maybe just a little thing, you know, just a tweak, or maybe a big life-changing thing. Big life-changing thing. With this in mind, I had a word with Jess about 2 weeks back, and I said, is there what you'd like me to mention with, yeah, you're working, mate.
6th January,
Anyway, I had a word with Jess, and I thought, is there a little you'd like to tweak about Paul? No massive, no big. Just little, no, like covering cheese up when you put it in the fridge and putting toilet seat down, or no, maybe putting socks in the basket instead of next to the basket, or all that sort of stuff. So Jess, give me a list. That'll be best done, thank you. All raise a glass. Kenny and Jess, all the best.